started to notice my hairline, and as a hairdresser I tried to cover it up a bit with like whatever haircut was going on at the time. And then I decided that, you know what, all this trying to hide my hairline, if I was a client of mine, I would tell myself just to cut it all off. I didn't realise when I started losing my hair. I didn't clock it at all. Because I was young, I probably didn't think about it or I didn't care about it. And obviously my main focus was other people's hair. And unfortunately, vanity caught up with me, you know, a bit later on. And I didn't really look after myself much at all, you know, in any respect of the word, really. I was just enjoying my life. And a little while ago, it was a 20-year anniversary for me and my wife of being together. Not married, but being together. And it was also my wife's 40th birthday, so I'm gathering all these pictures to put in a nice little album for her. And this is when I'm going through all of the pictures of us, you know, me and my wife. And I'm looking back at my wedding pictures, because if I'm making an album for Rita, it's going to have a picture of her wedding in there. And I looked, and I was like, I gasped. I was like, oh my God, I was going bald at 28. I didn't even notice. There's a picture, it's not, you know, terrible, but you can see in the front of my hairline where I've got a bit of hair here, and then behind it, there's no hair. And not like a small area, quite a large area. I was like, right, let's get the honeymoon pictures out, let's have a look at this. And I was losing my hair. So I must have, at that point, I've already lost some hair. So I didn't start at that age, so I started traipsing back and trying to find some other pictures, and I reckon I probably started losing my hair about 25, 26, which is probably roughly the same age as my father. But I didn't know. It wasn't something I thought of in those days, do you know what I mean? But as I started getting more vain, and I can see that I'm changing as I'm getting older, and the grey hairs are coming, and you know, life gets a hold of you a bit, and you know, you're getting a bit more mature, you know, and the recession area is happening a little bit. And I'm looking at other people in my chair. Other gents are coming in and they're older than me and they've got a great hairline, and I'm in the mirror and I'm looking at them and I'm looking at me and I'm looking in the mirror, and I keep doing this thing where I'm looking and I'm like, hold on a minute, this isn't right. Then I started going out, and obviously you have pictures taken. I mean, you know, with camera phones, and you see yourself instantly. And I'm like, no, erase that picture. There's a light shining through my hairline. And that, you know, that's been going on for quite a while. At least like 7, 8 years. But, you know, I kind of didn't think too much about it. I just thought I'm thinning. And all of a sudden, you know, you start to become really conscious of it. And then for me, I come to work and there's a mirror all day. Mirror. All I can see is through my hairline. Just through. You start to notice exactly how bald you are. I spoke to a trichologist who I work with in here anyway, and he said, you should go to Harley Street. They're the ones. There's no one else. They're the ones. So I said, okay, fine. So I didn't go. I decided that Harley Street sounded expensive, and I don't know about anything yet, so I'm going to research. So the more people I kind of spoke to about it and opened up to about a transplant, the more information I got. I went online and I met with quite a few companies, and this was becoming slightly tedious and time consuming, and no one could really give me the answers to my questions. And I wasn't sure if this was because I was a hairdresser or just because I was a pain in the backside, and you know, I wasn't sure if what I was asking was what everyone else asked, or whether I like to think I have some knowledge about hair and follicles and so on. But I wasn't getting the answers I wanted. So I was like, right, time to go to Harley Street. Went up there, met Nadeem, answered every question. Every question. It was irrelevant to where it was, how much it was, you know, all that sort of thing. What the matter was is the job that was going to be done. And I knew really from the first time I went there, this is the place for me. It's been 2 years, or just under 2 years since I had it done. And obviously now I don't really think about my hair in that way anymore, which is fantastic. I remember the procedure and everything about it very well. I remember being quite apprehensive on the day. You know, I don't know why, to be honest with you, maybe the unknown, I suppose, and even though I knew what was going to happen and I knew about the procedure, obviously I haven't had it done, so I don't know how it's going to be. And the first thing they do is they're going to stick a needle in your head to numb the area. Having had a few tattoos in my time, which was also quite painful for longer periods. I mean, they stick a needle in your arm for hours at a time. This is just a few little needles in your head, very quick. So I think once the first needle had gone in, I was it's all right. It's pretty pain-free. It's very, it feels shallow. It doesn't feel like when you go to the dentist and they stick a needle in your mouth and it feels quite deep. It's a very shallow needle. They're just numbing the outside area. And I suppose once that was done, I was all right. I was relaxed. And it kind of went really quickly. You know, you're there for the whole day. And as far as you're concerned, it's gonna be forever. You know, you're laying down for a day, it's gonna take like a long time. But it's broken up quite nicely. You know, they extract for the morning, you're face down, it's quite relaxing. You don't feel any pain because it's numbed. I think I nodded off a few times, to be honest with you. You get up, it's lunchtime. You have a little break, you have something to eat, you come back. You're sitting up now, you know, you're sitting up, you're chatting away, they're very friendly, you can talk to them, ask questions, and obviously I'm going over to the dishes and asking, what's that, what are you doing next, what have you done, what's going on, how are you doing it? You know, constant, I think I drove them a bit mad. But it was very nice. I watched a film, you know, for the second part of the day, and then I was done. I was going home. I think that for anybody that wants to get this procedure done, it's a couple of months of your life to have a full head of hair, to be as happy as you were 10 years ago with your hair, and to be happy for as long as you're alive. I mean, it's a massive amount of time for a very small compromise for a couple of months. And I would say after 2 years, you know, it was probably, I would say, the best money I've ever spent. I remember sitting at home one day, just on my sofa, just chilling out, thinking, I'm so content. I'm so happy. But I don't remember feeling like this before. And I sat there for like 10 minutes, thinking to myself about my kids and about my wife, and I'm like, I've had them for a while now. And I love them, and I'm very grateful, and you know, I really am. I know I'm a blessed human being, and I'm grateful, very grateful. But what's changed? I was like, it's my hair. It does actually, not more confident, but make me a happier human being. I can get caught in the rain and I can just do that and I've got my fucking hair. Like seriously, that's ridiculous, isn't it? You know, I can get, if it goes a bit flat, oh look, it's a full head of hair. I get caught in the wind, oh, who cares? Look at it. It's like, the whole experience is liberating.